What is going on? This here is a clip from a video that I had previously uploaded just showing my Q9650 overclock getting some good results on Battlefield 4 on ultra and high settings. At least they're good enough for me there. But as you can see, I'm running 3.7 gigahertz on the overclock. Someone asked if I was running the stock clock, which I explained no, but I could make this video. And they have also advised that they were pretty interested if I could go ahead and make that. So usually don't do things like this, but I had a lot of fun making this, so go ahead and lay it down and get you some recordings here of the gameplay. And as you can see, I did lower this back to stock clock there, 3 gigahertz. So here we go. I got a few runs of this, and we'll see what it looks like. The performance for Ultra, it really was not stellar. None of the performance was really stellar for stock clocks here. I mean, I think I got as low as like 21, 22 frames per second running Ultra, which is expected. I mean, this is an old processor paired with my GTX750ti. So it is kind of bottlenecking, not kinda, it is bottlenecking that GPU quite a bit, but that's okay. Overclock just a few megahertz, few hundred megahertz here, 0.7 gigahertz, really does increase the performance quite drastically. I run this game comfortably on 3.4 gigahertz. I really enjoy the settings when I run it on 3.7. So here we have some high settings. I did bump it up probably 5-6 frames per second by going to high settings instead of ultra. Still nothing awesome. And also the gameplay in this video is not anything to say, hey, this is stellar gameplay, this is awesome gameplay, this guy is a Battlefield 30-year-old prodigy. It's nothing like that. This was just to show frames. I went into the game with the mindset of I'm just changing a bunch of settings around and I'm just checking out some frame numbers here. So I just really wanted to make this video. You know, I guess the guy was right. I should have made something showing stock results over overclock, because not everybody goes to 3.7 gigahertz with this processor. A lot of people try to hit 4. 3.6 is a really common number that I've seen, which does get great results. I have that set up too with this, and my P5Q ASUS board that I've got on this old CPU really does have some great overclock settings and profiles, so you can save it and just kind of come back to what you want. So I have 2 profiles, one of a comfortable clock and then 2 one that I really kind of bump it up and max this thing out. And there's a video, and I'll put an annotation in it or make it clickable at the end where you can click the video and see the results at 3.7 gigahertz for the same processor. So if you get somewhere between 3.6 and 4.0, you're probably going to get similar results. On high, upwards of 70, 80, 90 frames depending on the map that you're on. On ultra, probably an average between 40 and 60. So I play on high. I prefer high. Here is the best way to play this if you're going to keep this processor stock. Low settings. Low settings aren't really my favorite. I really think everything looks pretty much the same though. I really don't see a difference. And actually, I've kept the settings at low and forgot to switch them back, and got into another game, came back to the game, and never really noticed the difference until I went back into settings. So that's just up to you. If you got to run everything at ultra, you just got to run everything at ultra. If you can notice it and it bothers you, just run it on ultra. If not, performance-wise, put this thing on low and just have a good time until you get comfortable with overclocking. I'm pretty comfortable with overclocking. I've had a lot of the Q series, the Core 2 quads, so I know them pretty well, know what kind of numbers they'll handle, and just enjoy overclocking those. And you can get some pretty good results for some pretty recently released games on those old CPUs. Appreciate you watching. Check out the latest videos. Have a good day.